What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Siouxsie and the Banshees. And we're back with a non-album single, but from the period, I believe, of the album Juju, because it's included among bonus tunes and B-sides from the Juju era. But yeah, it's called Fireworks. Now, the track itself in the track list in the folder just says Fireworks, but when I open it in the media player, the metadata says that this is the 12-inch version, so I'm going to go with that and assume that this is the 12-inch version. But yeah, Fireworks, I've reacted to a song by that name by two other groups, in fact quite recently by Roxette, another one by the Tragically Hip. But as I think I said in both of those reactions, fireworks are explosive phenomena. They are bright, they are attention-grabbing, and whether you're talking about that literally or using fireworks as a figurative concept, it definitely refers to something that is hard to miss, hard to not have your attention drawn to. So again, if this is fireworks between people, that could involve conflict. But if it's fireworks in a more visual sense, I suppose it depends on, what is at play, what the metaphor is. So either way, let's find out what Siouxsie has to say about it and what I can catch on a first listen. This is Siouxsie and the Banshees, a non-album single called Fireworks, and I believe this is the 12-inch version. Orchestral meets post-punk. Dynamite, we are fireworks, what was that? Oh, this one a lot, this is great. the layering of her vocals. I knew there's one more. Masterpiece. That's one of my favorites. That's incredible. I mentioned it had this post-punk meets orchestral feel right from the off, but it also eventually had this psychedelic feel, which is not new. There's been a number of their tunes so far which have had a bit of a psychedelic feel, whether from the echoed vocals or the layered vocals, and this again had that. And by the end, the layered vocals and especially her backing vocals were like really fantastic. Caught bits and pieces here and there lyrically, not enough of the sense to know what's going on, but if we are the fireworks and twist and turn, burn, 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 then it sounds destructive, explosive. And if people are the fireworks, then perhaps there's a degree of violence to it, even if it's not like person to person physical violence. It might be exploding because your life is burning too hot and you're trying to twist and turn and so on. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it sounds explosive and destructive. Either way, great vocals. Love the post-punk vibe and some of the guitar work, but also that orchestral opening, which I made the joke that we'd get the conductor tapping the podium, and then we actually got that, and it began very much like this post-punk concerto or something, just really amazing. And then, like I said, bringing in another layer or two along the way. I tend to babble when I hear a really good track, and I feel like I'm in danger of doing that, so I'm going to rein myself in. But another top tune, one of my favorites from them so far, which is funny, people have mentioned when I began going through Pet Shop Boys that, hey, they have some really great B-sides that make you wonder, like, man, how is this not on an album? This feels like a tune. It's like, man, how is that not on a proper album? It's a really great track. So shout out to Siouxsie the Banshees, shout out to Budgie. I was thinking when I was listening to some of the drumming, and it's like, okay, so now I've heard that, but in a context outside. And I feel like the Creatures project, because there weren't some other musical elements that would be part of the Banshees, I feel like the drumming and the percussion was even more than it needs to be, with a let's say full band. But even so, hearing the drumming here, I have a bit more of a sense, the insanity behind the Banshees drumming. So shout out to him. Do let me know what you think of this one. Shout out to Nicola. I do appreciate all the people sharing music with me, and as I get back into all these deep dives, of course, as we go through the holidays, thinking about gift giving and so on, I do realize a number of people who have shared music with me, including some, there's people who shared David Bowie and some other artists where there's so much there that I haven't started them yet because I'm still going through so many deep dives. So there's some people out there who have shared music with me that I still haven't got to. I appreciate the patience from everyone, including those who have, and I've started to go through things, but there's so much more. So all in good time. I promise I'm not going anywhere. I certainly have no intention to. But yeah, ultimately, I do appreciate the patience, and we will get to everything in good time. So yeah, shout out to Nicola. Happy New Year in advance. This is the last track I'm shooting in this session, but I am going to shoot a few videos tomorrow. There's a couple versions of Auld Lang Syne that I want to do, and that, New Year's Eve to New Year's, that's obviously often sung, or at least, popular notions of that. But either way, I will have some regular videos as well. So yeah, look forward to that. Do let me know what you think of this. I will see you next time. Peace.